Attack of the Clones. Hey everybody here, this is Kid McGreek and welcome to my channel. It has been so many years, long ago in the galaxy from far, far away. Star Wars Battlefront 2004. Now I know everybody likes Star Wars Battlefront 2, but we haven't really appreciated Battlefront 1, which is just 2. So I took this game for granted for many years. However, I decided to revisit. Alright, well, just hop on in my squad and let's kick some butt. Woo! Single player, and what we have here, Clone War Campaign and Galactic Civil War Campaign. I'm gonna go with the Clone Wars campaign because I am a die-hard prequel fan. You know, a lot of people are very upset with the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. A little bit of Revenge of the Sith with spice in it. But hey, I'm not complaining. All those three movies together completes to the original. For the sequel, we'll see. I'm assuming
the Rebels of Naboo have dared to raise an army.
This is right after Attack of the Clones, which is episode 2. Maybe very, very early in during the Clone Wars. Alright, let's do this, guys. Woo! I'm so excited. I went on Steam Store and I compare the review between Battlefront 1 and 2. The big difference is a lot of people are saying that the graphics seems more mesh and solid in some weird way compared to Battlefront 2, which is created in 2007, 3 years later. I'm not really quite sure if I'm playing the remaster version or not. And a lot of people are saying that the controls are a little bit more forgiving compared to Battlefront 2 if you're playing the PC version. I got a little Xbox controller here, but I'm gonna stick with my mouse so it can be easier for me. Wow. Man, 2004, I was actually in first grade in elementary school. If people want to know how old I am, I'm actually 24. I know, right? I don't even look 30, 35, or 40. Now, hey, maybe there'll be a video sometime where if I get more subscribers, more views, and hit that bell below, maybe I'll shave my beard. But not now. The day will come. Just be faithful, my fans. Alright, we're gonna focus. Right, guys? Woo! We can do this. Oh, my first death since 2004. My thought when I was a kid, when this game first came out, I was like, whoa, the graphics are insane. Whoa, look all these droids on the battlefield and clone trooper. This is awesome. But one big downside that literally traumatized my childhood for the next 3 years until Battlefront 2 came out. I can't even play any Jedi. Are you crazy? So Jedi? I was really pissed off. I tried to beat every single level on the hard difficulty, and I could have sworn I did complete it, and I thought it would unlock the secret of the Jedi. If I kill the Jedi, if I get 20 kills without dying, I tried all these crazy strategies. But hey, no sign of playable Jedi or Sith. It drove me absolutely nuts. And I had to put this game away in the DVD for a long time. And the Battlefront 2 comes out. I think I was playing for that game for what, like 2 years straight. I used to put that game, put my DVD, put in the suitcase, and take it all the way to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina and just play some Star Wars Battlefront and go to the ocean. Great memories. I remember I can't shoot that. Ooh. Yeah, I should have picked this class. But hey, you know, maybe if I get lucky, if I get a hold of that turret. Nah, never mind. Yeah. These guys will die hard to protect the homeland, the Gungans. Misa will help you. Isn't that right, Qui-Gon? Okay, get that out. As a child, I didn't really see Jar Jar Binks as an annoying character as most people would, because again, I was a child. I had a different perspective from the grown-ups. But now, watching it back as a rerun, probably on the 20th time, but on the 20th time, I was an official adult. Holy crap, he was annoying. And then, God help me, the sequel came on and Rose from The Last Jedi. Oh my God. And this whole animal cruelty advertisement with them at the casino, which you could have just replaced all of that and just substitute with the Knights of Ren, their build-up of their story before they get killed off in the Rise of Skywalker, which is a sloppy Joe special for George Lucas. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm one of those Star Wars guys, you know, who's trying to be grateful, optimistic, but at the same time, very upset. And then I thought Rose was the most annoying character, and then somebody dethroned her. We all know, since it's a trend, but still, I guess, Reva. Reva suck. Reva suck. Suck. Spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. Darth Vader not only stabbed her as a youngling, but he stabbed her as an adult right through the gut. And she's like, oh, I got a plot armor on. I'll just go harass Luke Skywalker and then let him go for no reason and just get up with the help from Obi-Wan's hand and just cry in the middle of the desert and then no resolution. People want to know in honesty, a brutal honesty, it's all for political agenda. That's all I'm going to say for Reva behalf. It's not her fault. It's her job as an actress. She's just reading the script, man. I feel bad for her. Now this dinosaur, I'm just gonna call it because I don't know the name of it, but I do not know a name for others. I think I killed them before with the bazooka. Boom! For the Federation! Ah! Boom! Victory! Ah. Yeah, that's another thing about Battlefront 1 compared to 2 is something about the layout. I get it, the story mode is very basic. It doesn't give you simplistic objective compared to Front 2 where he killed the praying mantis, he killed the Jedis. Order 66 on the Jedi Temple. That was badass. Repeat. This is too close. Badass. Well, Naboo. This level is probably like one of my least favorite level because I honestly thought the Queen. Actually, no. This is not a multiverse story, right? Well, in Battlefront 2, there was a nighttime on Naboo, and there were some Jedi's trying to survive in the Jedi Purge after Order 66. I think there was a fake Queen came out of nowhere. Not quite sure. It's been a while, but hey, if you want me to revisit Battlefront 2, just let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, that's not a good character to start off with. I'm gonna go with the Droideka. Yeah. It's been a while. How do I do this? Hey, come on, bro. The roly-poly. There we go. Mr. Roly-poly. Which button was that? Ooh! Bad control. Yeah, I don't know what button I clicked. But hey, we got a target right here. Yeah. Oh, it's E. Typical E or F for every game. Ugh, this is making me dizzy. Yeah, let's just stick with the controller shit on. Boom, 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 boom. We are going to take the point. I don't know if you guys noticed, if you saw the word Dark Crate in the bottom right corner a few minutes ago. Dark Crate was from George Lucas' vision of canon where Darth Krayt is one of the most powerful, underdog, mysterious, legendary Sith Lord of all Sith Lord, because Darth Krayt actually survived all the way back during the Clone Wars, where he was a Padawan named Asher. And Asher was actually a Tusken Raider, and his father actually owned the tribe. And, you know, him being a Padawan during the Clone War, fighting, and he actually met Anakin Skywalker one time, which is pretty cool. I'm not quite sure if I remember the story. I think during the Clone War, maybe later on, he kind of left the army and went back to join the Tusken Raiders, and he became a chieftain. And then after that, he actually fought Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Ash almost beat Kenobi. This much compared to Anakin Skywalker for Revenge of the Sith. But he got his butt kicked, and I think he got humiliated by his own people when he lost. And then years later, I don't know what happened with the story, but I'm saying after Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Lando blew up the second Death Star, Darth Krayt became immortal with the Force. But this dude is indestructible. He had light and red, like the balance between good and evil in his eyes, and he got this gnarly Lord of the Rings design helmet on, and he got Darth Talion by his side. And I think the new Empire was called the Sith Rule of One something, and my god, he could be killed. And then the coolest thing ever at the end of the story of Darth Krayt, Luke Skywalker's great grandson, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but his name was Cade Skywalker. And not only he fully had good attention, but he had the power of the dark side. But he was able to maintain it like Darth Raven did in the Great Old Republic. And Cade Skywalker was so bad. He has blonde hair, tattoo, a beard. He was like Han Solo, you know, scrounger, bounty hunter. And at the end of the story, he and Darth Krayt fought each other. Darth Krayt was legitimately the last Sith, with the last person the knowledge to uphold the Sith in this galaxy. You know, I'm gonna spawn closer. Anyway, Luke Skywalker actually beat Darth Krayt in the duel, and Darth Krayt became unconscious, but he was gonna be revived anytime soon because he's immortal with the Force. So, Cade Skywalker was actually in a spaceship with unconscious Darth Krayt. And the Force Ghost of Luke Skywalker, his great-great-grandfather, appeared to him. And Cade Skywalker confessed to his grandfather that the only way to bring the Force to the balance is by killing him, or Darth Krayt, completely. He's the last Jedi, he's the last Sith. He was actually willing to take a spaceship and go into the sun and bring the Force to balance for him. But Luke Skywalker convinced Cade that it's not necessary. And Cade was convinced by his grandfather Luke, and he said, okay. So he jumped out of the spaceship. Meanwhile, unconscious body, Darth Krayt in the ship went right into the sun. And the prophecy came true. Anakin Skywalker's great-great-great-grandson has finally brought the Force to his power. It breaks my heart me telling you guys the story. That is a beautiful, poetic ending, which is ironic. The game just ended victory. A beautiful ending. Brought the Force to the balance, which completely makes sense.
The Wookiees continue to resist our
So yeah,
overtures.
I know I
Now
talk a
they will
lot.
learn
I'm very
the price
passionate
of their
about Star Wars. I love Star Wars theory. You know, Josh, his best friend. As a quick heads up, I was actually assistant director with a buddy of mine, and we made the Dune Raw Star Wars fan-made film. Dune Raw, I repeat, you can go on Star Wars Theory channel, people in here reacting to it. So that's just how passionate I am. Still playing the droid. So yeah, very, very passionate. Well, less story time and more talk about the gameplay. Maybe this will be my last one or second last one. But hey, if you guys want me to make a Star Wars videos, retelling the universe, go ahead, leave in the comment section below. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, get me great channel. Yeah. Where are we? Shit. The key homeworld. You know, it's kind of funny, the droid army took over the planet, and then the clone troopers did, and then the Grand Republic turned to the Empire. There's a lot of sad story behind the Wookiee race, and if you play Star Wars Fallen Order, that level, man, freeing the Wookiees, that was really cool. That was the coolest thing ever. We're gonna try to do the droidica again. I'm gonna try my best not to move my mouse. So I hate swerve left right. Alright. I saw the Star Wars Bad Batch a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I saw the return of the Wookiee Padawan with this really cool lightsaber design. I was really happy when he lit the green saber. And then I had a second thought, I'm like, you know what? He's probably gonna die. Because there's no way we're ever gonna hear him again. I mean, my god. They got First Trooper, Inquisitor, and Darth Vader punching down people. Speaking of that, speaking of this planet, I just had a flashback with the Force Unleashed. Good game. Good game. I was honestly really happy that the movie was actually going to come out. When people were begging George Lucas to make it. And then Disney bought Star Wars, which I'm not very happy about. I mean, hey, we get a lot of shows. That's cool. Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Rey. See, that's it. I can't play them. It's annoying. Anyway, the point is, the Force Unleashed, the very, very first level. I don't know if you remember. You were playing as Darth Vader, marching with this entire army behind them, throwing Wookiee with the Force like blast, slashing them down. And then he met this guy, you know, Starkiller, who became Darth Vader's apprentice. I'm not gonna go into details, but man, I love that game, and I seriously hope that Disney will reconsider to make a TV show about him. But it's very highly unlikely. If you guys want to start the rumor or start a petition, that'll be awesome. I'll be right behind your back to support you. Even though if you want me to make that video about that and make it go viral, have Disney's attention, which is highly unlikely again because they're a very political company who's trying to focus on the political agenda instead of the pure creation towards Star Wars story with George Lucas respect. So yeah. We are taking Naboo. We are taking Kashi. The end of the Wookiee. I feel like a lot of Wookiees were actually killed off. That's probably why we only saw Chewie than the original. Not because of special effect, but hey. Victory! Oh man.
Prevent the separatists from leaving
The Battle of
surface.
Geonosis.
Concentrate all firepower.
Attack of the Clones. As a child, when I saw this scene for the first time, I was like, wow! Mommy, Daddy, Annie and Padme are done kissing? Battle scenes at the beginning?
have amassed a huge army.
That's one of the big
doesn't seem
downsides
possible.
as a con for that
How could
movie.
the
Just
Jedi
kissing,
come up with
kissing
an army so
politician,
quickly?
We must send
Jango
all
Fett,
available
Hunter,
droids into battle.
scavenge hunt with Obi-Wan,
There are
and at
too
the end of
many.
the movie, Act 3. If you watch Chris Stuckman as a YouTuber. He made a review on Attack of the Clone. I watched it a couple times. Love it. So many freaking cool. The first batch was 500,000 Legionnaires.
Land in that assembly area!
Yes, sir. The Battle of Geonosis. There was an episode for the Clone Wars. They had to retake Geonosis the second time because there was a droid factory there, and Ahsoka and Baris, I think that's her name, Kofi. They both had to retake it. Dude, it was intense. Attack of the Clone. My older friends, I have like a bunch of old friends in the 50s or 60s. One of them was actually there when Obi-Wan and Luke met each other for the first time, and they're sitting in Obi-Wan's house, and he was explaining who he was and his father, and he mentioned, I was there during the Clone War, and Luke was like, he fought in the Clone War, my father. And my friend, as he was telling me that story, he was wondering what the clone looks like, what the war looks like. It sounds so legendary, so... And, you know, George Lucas said that he didn't want to do that because he wanted to wait for the time when it's right to have a better technology, which is about 23 years later, in 1999, The Phantom Menace. And Attack of the Clone was somewhere into the early 2000s. And after 23 years of long wait, it definitely did pay off. All the CGI, Toni Morrison playing the clone troopers. Oh man, you know, I honestly thought they were all real. I thought they were a bunch of guys in the armor behind the blue screen. Mace Windu! The mother effer! And that old friend of mine, when he saw that scene, he had to tell me, and he was like, man, I don't know how to tell you, but I haven't felt this happy since I got married. I was like, really? You can compare this to marriage? He was like, yeah, man. After all these years, it finally paid off. I was a little worried about the movie, but hey, you know, and then a few years later, Revenge of the Sith, he told me that, even better, man. Compared to the sequel, this is real Star Wars. I'm like, right? Man. Yeah, wow, I talked a lot about like a time. Star Wars. My only hope kill this story right here. I remember as a child playing this level, I was struggling a lot. Like, I had to set this game on easy difficulty, and holy crap, I had to try to beat this level probably on 5 to 10 attempts. I was really pissed off. I had to put my PS2 controller down, get some popcorn, drink some Capri Sun, some Kool-Aid, just, you know, chill out and get back to it. And then I think that time when I actually beat this level, I was screaming and jumping up and down. And my dad was like, shh, from the other room. And I explained to him what was going on, and he was like, oh, really? So you're only halfway through the game now. Look at this. We have 165 and 171. We're struggling. I'm getting worried here. I don't think I'm catching up compared to them. What if I blow these up? I don't... Nah. Oh, let's blow this up. Boom, boom. That's taken care of. Can I switch seat? This is what it looks like when I'm inside.
We've lost the command post.
Another cool fact, I forgot what this is called, but the AT-AT Walker in the Empire Strike is actually the newer model compared to these, which is a little tiny cute guys, which is cool. This is actually the first design inspiration compared to the AT-AT Walker 20, almost 30 years later.
Enemy forces have captured a command post.
Let's blow this up. Will that deplete the hell population?
Destroyed the Techno-Union ship.
I don't think that did any good. But hey, hopefully that'll make some progress. Maybe that'll decrease the morale. We're gonna blow up the son of a bee. I'll be damned on it. You see the red bar? It's like you're trying to load a computer with a file explorer. Real slow. Loading. Loading. Boom. What other stories do I have to tell you about Star Wars? Well, actually, speaking of the most recent story, a lot of people were happy with the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series on Disney Plus. Me, I'm happy. I'm mad. I'm confused. I'm offended. I feel it was respected and it was insulted at the same time. What the heck am I talking about? Well, first thing, Liam Neeson, the guy who played Qui-Gon in The Phantom Menace 1999, love his role, and he loved Ewan, his buddy, filming together as Obi-Wan Kenobi as a role. And then there was a comment recently that Liam Neeson, gonna play Qui-Gon, announced that he wants to respect George Lucas and his vision of Star Wars sci-fi, and he doesn't want anybody else to take his role by himself because he wants to respect George Lucas' legacy. Which is, I thought that was pretty cool, pretty admirable, and pretty honorable. Very, very honorable. And that shows me Disney proved a respect for his character and that awesome plot twist ending at the last episode of Obi-Wan. I call that as respect. But when I say insult, I'm talking about Reva. I'm talking about the awkward of subtitle with Leia, Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, of course Reva and the Inquisitor. That was a loud what the heck moment, and then next week you're like, oh, that answered the question. And then the next week you're like, what the heck? It's like every episode you're like, what the heck? And they gotta explain it to you like it's some freaking surprise compilation. There was a lot of bad moments. For example, the chase scene of Scoundrel Buddy Hunter trying to capture Leia, going through the Force, like they can't catch up with the 11-year-old. And hey, Clone Trooper, my boys are here. And the other cringe thing where the interrogation room with Reva and Leia, that's cringe-worthy right there. Cringe, super cringe-worthy. Where's the Death Star plan? Count Dooku stole it. Figured. That's a big downside. And Reva, she's just there again for political agenda. If the writer is trying so hard to make her backstory amazing as a youngling, a victim PTSD of the Jedi Temple during Order 66, I like those scenes. They were cool. For her as a character, it's not clicking, man. Hate to break that to you. And what else about Obi-Wan? Yeah, the fight scene, the very first fight scene, I hate it. Every single minute of it. At first, the background looks like it was a family film, and these awkward lighting from these lightsabers. It looks like they're on planet Earth in some salt mine quarry and Modern Warfare 3, the second last level where they're trying to rescue the president's daughter. I was getting flashback of that. honestly. And
We're depleting the
I'm like,
separatist reinforcements.
it can't be a jungle world, you know, Return of Mustafar, Coruscant, an awesome background. And the bigger problem was the fighting. Until the very end, I realized that Darth Vader was actually toying with Obi-Wan. He just wanted him to unleash his full potential of the Force, so he can actually see if he can beat him that he couldn't before, because Obi-Wan had the high ground, like I do. So yeah, that's another big issue. And Darth Vader couldn't even leap over the flame to kill Obi-Wan, or push the flame out of the way with the Force. Again, he's toying with them. And a lot of people are convinced. I was convinced. It took me a while to realize that as I was watching Star Wars Theory video. So that's another big downside. And then the final fight in the last episode, it was awesome. And I know in the review it said there were kind of fight scene back and forth between Yoda and Palpatine and Anakin and Obi-Wan. Again, that was cool. But and Obi-Wan, Kenobi, they just keep coming back to leave it with this stupid child chase. But yeah, that's the point. Wow, I lost. See, like I said earlier, I don't know how I beat it in first grade as a little child, but this level is insane. So yeah, I'm gonna press done and close this, and I am going to stop here for right now. I just want to thank you guys for revisiting Battlefront 1 with me, and if you want to let me know in the video comment section, again, if you want to play Battlefront 2. So yeah, I love this game, and I enjoy telling stories to you guys about Star Wars. Well, my name is Get Me Greek, and I'll see you guys later.